leaders, we're the emotional center of the team and the department. In order to increase or maintain enthusiasm and momentum with our teams, sometimes a workshop or extra training can provide motivational messages and create a sense of purpose within your team. There are many tools and ways that you can deliver or give a motivational message. In this assignment, my team and I have created a PowerPoint to deliver our message of inspiration and encouragement. Keep in mind that it starts with us as leaders. Welcome. Hello. We are the Game Changers. My name is Diane Snyder, and I'll be presenting some ideas on how to be a game changer within your department and hopefully give you some ideas to help motivate employees. Collaborative efforts are by Lavonia, Diane Williamson, and Chelsea Rockwell. I want to start out with a linchpin. A linchpin is an important part of any business. As an example of a linchpin, someone who is willing to go the extra mile. This is an employee, is an asset to the company. An employee who is an asset to the company becomes a game changer naturally. Linchpins are always trying to better themselves and others. Anyone can be a linchpin as long as they put effort into it and give 100%. On the other end of the scale, we have teammates who are fearless, reckless, and feckless. There are a few differences between fearless and reckless. Being fearless is knowing the facts before you go into a meeting, having confidence, knowing you have done your research. Reckless is having confidence, but not knowing all the facts. Feckless is someone who avoids or is an over-accommodator and can cause ineffectiveness on your team. Do you know a teammate that is fearless, reckless, or feckless? Do you know which one you are? Having a troubleshooter on your team comes in handy when weeding unproductive team members. Do you think you might be a troubleshooter? It's a compliment. Being a troubleshooter can eliminate the reckless and feckless coworkers within your team. The troubleshooter identifies the reckless, feckless coworkers and relocates them in a more appropriate place where that team member can be beneficial. Troubleshooters are also not afraid to take risks and always have a winning strategy. A wise leader once said, "Don't come to me with problems, come to me with solutions." Building a team. Building a team takes trust, communication, collaboration, and commitment, and respect. Each person has unique qualities that they can contribute to the group. Be aware of those unique qualities. When pairing your teams, check each employee's individual qualities. As a leader, you should empower and give emotional support to strengthen your team. When your team has trust and respect for one another, naturally they will come together and be a winning team. Encourage them to collaborate with ideas. Don't take anything off the table, but don't stray too far from your goals. Goals. Creating goals for your employees can be challenging. Make sure the goals you set are realistic and attainable. If they are not, the employees will become discouraged and discouraged quickly. The goals should be specific but realistic, accepting by the person you're creating them for. They also can be used to evaluate performance, linked to feedbacks, and rewards. You can also use them for learning orientations. Create your team goals with your employees in mind. Basically, be specific goals for specific teams. Doing this will give your teams the opportunity to provide feedback to each other and ultimately will result in a positive performance. Communication. Companies have many ways to communicate today. Networking is a way of keeping everyone connected and a tool to get your name or brand out there. face-to-face still is always the most effective. Peer and social networking are great forms of communication and can be beneficial for employees and customers if it's used properly. Let's just make sure you use the networking strategically to be most successful. Words. Words are very important, and when communicated effectively, words themselves can be game changers. There are two different ways to communicate. We have nonverbal communication and spoken words, which are equally important. When speaking with a client or even an employee, make sure you use proper communication, verbally and non-verbally. A few examples of non-verbal communication that you always want to be conscious of is make sure that you have erect posture. Don't slouch. Stand with confidence. Smile. It shows your customers and your employees that you genuinely care. Genuinely care about what they have to say. It also makes you more approachable. Make eye contact. Very important as well. It shows interest. It shows that you're paying attention to that person and that they're important what they're saying. Using spoken words, make sure that your words are credible and you're not just running on. When speaking, also, use a moderate pace. Don't talk too fast. And always talk with confidence. Don't pause and say, It kind of makes you not look real confident. Your message needs to be direct and to the point in order to sell it. All in all, make sure your message is clear to both customers and employees. Let them feel comfortable expressing any concerns or even ask questions. Conflict. It's natural and it will happen no matter how hard you try to prevent it. Allow your employees to understand that they do not want to be competitive with each other. We are a team. And that famous phrase, teamwork makes the dream work, is 100% accurate. There are a few different types of conflict management styles. Being competitive, it's making it all about me. Remind your team that there is no I in team. Encourage your team to meet in the middle, share their thoughts and opinions, collaborate. Remind them that collaboration is better than competition. Share. On the other end, being avoidant or ignoring the problem, hoping it'll go away, doesn't help any situation. Always look to be accommodating, but not too much. Do what's best for everyone. Conflict will happen. Encourage your team that working it out together can be done. In order to become a game changer on your team, you have to have no limits. Be the leader. Be a linchpin. Remember, the sky is the limit. Keep it within the goal boundaries, but have patience and determination. Set yourself some realistic goals. Watch your employees start becoming game changers. It's okay. Collaborate. Actually encourage it to be independent. But keep in mind that you're still part of a team. Okay, now I have some great ideas on how to motivate your employees with some praise and recognition. A good way to motivate your employees is to give them recognition and praise. It is a little to no cost and is extremely powerful. When recognition is received, employees have pride in their work and are proud of their good deeds. A few examples of recognition and praise that you could offer to your employees. Let's say you receive a happy customer about one of your employees. That manager receives a letter from them. They can laminate the letter and present it as a gift to the employee. There's that incentives. And then we have the Star Me app. It is a great workplace tool that offers stars to employees from other employees or leaders and coworkers. It can be considered a form of social media for the workplace that you can praise an employee for different reasons. It's also listed on the site. You choose an employee, write a quick note on why they should be receiving the star, and it lets them know the employee that they have made an extra commitment or a special thing, that they are getting recognized for what they have done in that extra mile from another employee. At the end of the month, whoever has the most stars, or the end of the quarter, you can make it the end of the quarter too, they get a reward. It could be an extra day off or a half a day off, a free lunch. It could be almost anything. Then we have referral bonuses. Employees can refer someone for a position, or employee has been hired and they're only been there for the 90 days. The other employee receives a bonus for referring that employee. It could be a small bonus. It could be comp time. Mostly, it needs to be money, not a large amount or a percentage. It can be. Hopefully, that referring the newer employees for a specific position, you can continue to have more and more employees who are beneficial for your team. So, bonuses, definitely. Referrals, excellent. And it'll motivate your team. The stars are an internal recognition thing. Hopefully, we have given you some ideas on how to keep your employees motivated. Remember, happy employees are the best kind. They are hardworking, proud, dedicated, and committed. You won't always make everyone happy, but it's important to try your best and let your employees know that once they see that others are happy and you're happy, they'll want to do the same thing.